the entire aliens part. That's okay. We'll talk about it later. Welcome back, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, and uh, green and purple dinosaurs of all ages. Welcome back, because wow, we have quite the show for you guys today. We are gonna go ahead and get right into it, but I have a list in front of me of all the shit that we need to talk about tonight. And I am so good to see all the regulars here, guys. Um, so without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. Ice is still super pissed at me for not mentioning Arrow in the last video. I am so
You're
sorry. I
dead to
mentioned
me.
Chain Link. I thought that was enough, but
It's
here
never
we
enough.
are. It's never enough. Don't worry, guys. I have a video coming out actually. The next one that we're doing this week is going to be about dexes and our favorite dexes, which ones you guys should be looking at.
But not arrow.
And yeah, you guys already know what's going to be number one. Come on, let's be for real. And speaking of dexes, wow. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., damn, Reptar is really going to have to get up. um the launch, a lot of you guys may or may not have gotten in. Ice, can we go ahead and run the first rumble, just so, because these people are probably chomping at the bit. I don't even have the I don't even
Chompy at the
have it.
bit?
Chompy, what?
Chompy? Chompy
Did
at
he
the
do
bit.
that on purpose?
Chomping at the bit. Chompy actually just sent me 3 messages. I gotta check them. That's right, guys. Chompy's alive. We're gonna get into that pretty shortly. I'm actually stunned, to be honest. I'm like in shock by how incredible AI has advanced, and we're gonna get into that here in a second. But for now, guys, what we were just talking about. Um, See, totally derailed my train of thought because I'm just like I'm so excited about this Chompy thing. um, but yeah, guys, we have quite a few things that we have going on as far as for events coming up. Um, One of the biggest things is poker was one of our biggest events. Um, and Web3 poker is a really fun. A lot of people made a lot of money doing it. And it was just one of those events that there was so much interest for that obviously it got botted. That's what happens when there's cash prizes and stuff available for people. So what we decided to do is we changed things up a little bit. We're gonna have a announcement in the Discord to give you guys some more information about how to sign back up for poker. We do have a new poker role. You guys can, if you guys want to get ahead of it before we do the announcements, just go on server roles. You can actually already grab the poker announcement role. But I'm going to put out an official announcement so everybody can get in there. But again, it's been one of our most popular events. Pumpkin will be on later to talk a little bit more about that. But it's been such a successful event, a lot of prizes, and we have a lot of stuff planned. So keep an eye out. At the end of game night, I'm going to do an announcement about Web3 Poker, which is coming back. Let's go. And we have a lot going on as far as the channel. The morning show has been going really good. As JC just said, we are 6 subscribers away. And look at that, Pumpkin just joined us as well. Pumpkin, if you want to hop on stage real quick, if you have time or if you're able, I'm just going over the stuff for the Web3 poker. You can kind of give a quick little blurb on what's gonna to be expected for poker and everything. But guys, this has been a huge event. I mean, we've had over 100 people sign up for it. It's actually through the Web3 Poker Club, who's a partner of ours as well. Um, Really, really fun event. Even if you guys don't know how to play poker, there is a academy, so you guys can kind of learn a little bit with some other players. And yes, there is crypto prizes. So
Yeah. And
we're
guys,
excited to kind of get that event going.
there will be some extra hoops for you to jump through. It's a way for us to make sure that the people who are playing are not cheating. They're not multi-accounting. They're also not botting. So there will be some extra hoops to jump through. Um, if that is a problem for you, I guess reach out to us in a ticket and we'll talk on a case by case basis. But as a whole, yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult for anybody. And Ice joined.
Yeah,
By the
and
way,
again,
go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
I was going to change topics.
Oh no, I was just the last thing I want to say about Web3 poker is the Web3 poker club has been huge in getting new members in here, and we've had a really good experience working them with the past. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Pumpkin King for coordinating and helping me all day get the roles set up and everything. Because again, guys, this has been one of our bigger events that have brought in a lot of community members, and we're excited to have all the poker people. So if you guys see people coming in that maybe don't normally have Discord or something, just check, make sure they have the poker role and stuff, and give them a welcome. And we're excited to kind of get back into doing that because we had a lot of fun doing it, and we're gonna have some cool prizes. So go ahead, JC. And Land Fighter,
congrats to
for the
Land
first
Fighter.
winner.
But this is in our page, our about us, our socials. But for right now, the Patreon is free to join. That may not last too much longer.
Yeah, guys. We will get into. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the next airdrop. We're gonna get into that here in a second because I do want to touch on that. So, spoiler alert. But all of these different avenues that we've been building over the past couple months are really gonna help us do more with the project. And if you think about it, guys, a lot of the reason these projects fail, a lot of these NFT projects fail because they either run out of money or they stop doing things. And, I always reiterate that we haven't even had the mint yet, and everything that we've been able to do has been, kind of on the team, you know what I mean? And all the mods that help us out. So, all these avenues that we built out to, do things like monetize the YouTube channel and set up the Patreon and have the first live mint. It's going to allow us to do even more than what we're doing right now. So we've been really busy, the team behind the scenes, kind of building a lot of this stuff out.
By which he means
Um,
Reptar has been very busy.
No,
He
we're just
doesn't
at the
sleep.
end of the day, guys, we got to get up on the socials. That's the only way that we're going to really bring sustainable revenue to the project. Yes, the mint is going to be great. It's going to allow us to do tons of things for the project, but at the end of the day, we need the sustainable income to keep the project going. So we're really being strategic about that. That's why we did things like hire an AI secretary to help us with some of our tasks and do some trading while we're sleeping. We'll get into that in a second. But while it seems boring in the chat sometimes, I just remind you guys we have a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, and a huge shout out to Pickle for just randomly getting in the chat and just airdropping. We really are excited to kind of get back into doing that. It was very degenerate back in the days of Pluto Alliance, where you'd wake up, you'd check the chat, and just see who's airdropping that day. And it's awesome that he's keeping it alive, and we appreciate all you guys that are up on the socials, like retweeting stuff, because that helps just as much as dropping stuff in the chat. So we really appreciate all you guys, and we can run another game. Yeah. What are we
Yep.
playing right now? So, Illuvium still in super secret beta right now, so we have not got access to Illuvium yet. We will shortly. I did reach out to Miso and all the guilds at Big Time because after all the fallout, after the fallout of all the gaming projects that we were kind of involved with, we wanted to see kind of who's still building, and obviously Illuvium's been top on that list, but we checked in with Code and some of the guilds with Big Time and Open Loot to see what they're kind of doing. We reached out to Axie Infinity, who apparently is making some kind of a comeback, so we're interested in learning about that. And we already did talk about Nexus too, because Playable's ecosystem looks like it's still building
It's
out,
still
looking
here.
strong.
They haven't
So
folded.
yeah, yeah. Oh, damn! I totally forgot. See, I knew I forgot something like right at the beginning, and it was all about the dexes, and I totally derailed myself. And I blame Ice because he's so pissed at me for the arrow thing, but
You're dead to me.
So what we did, guys, is we get into a lot of pre-sales here at Alpha Origins. I think we've been into 4 or 5 since we've started, and some of them have gone really well. Some of them have gone disastrously hilarious. Um, but we did get into one a few months ago. If you guys don't remember, some of you guys might have got into this pre-sale. It's for DexRP, which is an exchange or a decentralized exchange on the XRP ledger. So this was really interesting to us because obviously XRP gets a lot of attention and DEXs get a lot of attention. So to us, it was a no-brainer. Yes, we will absolutely get into what's going on with them because they may be joining us as a guest next week. Hint, hint. But yeah, so we got into this pre-sale a few months ago, and they are launching tomorrow at 8 a.m. That's why earlier I said Reptar had to wake up at 8 a.m. because the token gate event is going live. So we are going to get our tokens for DexRP. JC, if you could post the link to their Twitter or the announcement. We've been waiting a couple months for this, guys. We got in the ground floor of this a few months ago, so we're gonna see how it goes. Only a small amount of the tokens are gonna be unlocked, so there's not gonna be like this huge dumping event. Full disclosure, we're probably gonna sell some of the tokens, but because they're launching it probably around 3x what we paid for them. But um, I think this is going to be a really good project. Forbes covered it. I go in the comments, I see a lot of people yelling, "Oh, this is a scam, this is a scam," and that's to be expected with new crypto projects. But it looks pretty solid to us. A lot of us got into it. So if you are or did get into it, the token drop is going to be the claim is going to be on their website at 8 a.m. So you guys are going to be able to go in and claim your tokens. We'll talk about that probably more on the morning show tomorrow, how that whole thing goes and whether we lost everything or if we are buying Lambos. But again, it was you take a lot of risk when you get into these new tokens, but we're excited for this one. So if you guys bought, it's tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Guys, please. They have multiple threads on this here, but their third thing to stay safe. Only use official links provided through our verified social media channels. Don't jump the gun and think, oh, we're releasing it early. Nope. If it's not linked on their official X page, don't click it. Don't click it.
Reptar, should we be chasing fake coins during this?
Ooh.
BB
Wait, what was
Dubs?
that?
Should we be chasing fake coins during this?
Fake
Like we
what?
do with fake coins?
Should you be looking for people to scam people?
Jenny Wealth.
And
Oh
When
yeah,
Jenny.
100%.
That's
That's
the funniest.
and that's the thing, guys. Every time there's a new token launching, there's going to be 1,000 fake ones that are trying to impersonate it. We'll post the official token in the chat for you guys so you know which one. But the best thing that you can do is just go to their official Twitter and go through their links because that's the best way that you guys are actually going to be able to um, make sure that you are in the right place because yes, absolutely, there are going to be tons of scams in the morning, and me and JC are going to be sleepy and have no wherewithal, so we're gonna have to really focus as well. So just stay safe out there, guys. I mean, shit like this happens all the time. We're gonna claim it. I'm pretty sure JC used a new wallet.
Yep.
Fact check me on that.
It's a blank wallet. The only thing in it is the DexRP. So
Yeah. So even if it is a scam, it's you don't
it's
link your main
isolated.
wallet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
one of the,
quarantined.
yeah, that's one of the biggest rules, guys. When you're connecting to new dApps or Web3 platforms, always make sure that you're using a fresh wallet. Rodrigo 7777. Let's go. So we were gonna do trivia, but we just have so much shit to talk about. So
Trivia.
what I'll do is we can either have range or actually, you know what? I'll run marbles. And then after marbles is over, we're going to talk about Chompy and what he has been doing this entire
Guys,
time.
you want to stick around for Chompy. And
Dude, I just want to say,
if
like,
you forget what we talk about, we're live streaming this. You can get on YouTube and rewatch this because you're gonna want to know about Chompy. Probably no Smash Cards tonight, Neymar. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm honestly like, we love AI here. A lot of people are skeptical about the future of AI, or they're threatened by AI. Um, and we just realized at this point, like talked about this in the video, guys, like 50% of traders on these trading platforms are AI bots. Like, so if you're not using them, you're actually kind of at a disadvantage, to be honest, because
So,
you're
how long does it take you? Like, if you are actively trading, if you're a trader type person, just think about this for a second. How long does it take you to go up? Like, you set your limit order, and you type in the number, and you're watching the charts, and you type in your limit order, and you move your mouse down from the number box to the submit order. How long does that take you? Half a second? Chompy has made 4 trades from the time it took you to enter your number to the time it took you to click the button. AI is 1,000 times faster than you can even think.
it really is insane. And really all this is, guys, we'll get into this a little bit down the road. um you can kind of
Probably
make an
behind
AI
a
bot.
Patreon paywall that doesn't exist right now.
Ooh. So
Hmm.
here, let me get Marvel's running. Guys, I really want to talk about kind of what we've been building, and Range has kind of helped. Um, I've been talking to him about, yeah, we're kind of messing with his design and stuff, but it's bugging Range. Yeah, I see that. Um, but yeah, Johnby's been our little mascot for a while now, and it's really interesting because at this point he's not just making trades. It's really insane to see what AI is now capable of doing, and we're trying to keep up with the technology just because we know if we don't, we're gonna kind of be left behind in a way. So it's like it's one of those things where we really need to, whether you love AI, whether you hate AI, like it's important to understand how to use it and like what it's about. So that's really all we're trying to do with it. But obviously, if we have to make an AI bot and he's going to be helping AO and making trades for us, Chompy is just the perfect name.
Yeah, we'll get more into that later.
Yeah.
But guys,
So
we're Reptar. I say we, and by we I mean Reptar, and maybe with a little help from Giro, but Reptar and Range, and who else is helping you fine tune this?
really, it's interesting because there's not a lot of documentation, to be honest, guys. This is one of those things. It reminds me of the early days of the internet where it's just you're going through forums and you're just trying to like troubleshoot things. But what's interesting now is we have AI, so you can run some of the troubleshooting you have through AI, and it allows you to really like,
Yeah, you can literally say, "Hey,
find
that didn't work. What's wrong with this?" And it'll look through your code and be like, "Oh, you need to change this line."
exactly. So even if you're not like the perfect coder, it can help code itself, which is so interesting. So I'll get into it in a little bit. I'm trying to. I was messing with my audio settings because everyone said that it was. Let's see if I can do this.
Did you see my
Desktop
message
audio.
about from earlier? When you recorded that last 5-minute video or something like that, it was only coming through my left ear.
Okay, I want to
Right now it's come through both though. He's live, ladies and
audio
gentlemen.
capture.
Get in there.
Oh, where's that link? There it is.
Got it.
All right, so if you're new here, I don't see any new names. But if you are new here, click the link to Twitch. We'll play some marbles. It'll open up your Twitch channel. We'll give you a chance to log in and all that stuff. But once the marbles race opens, you just have to. Hey, JB, that is a new name. Welcome. What brings you to us? Naked Army HQ. What does that mean? Call of the Stars? You got to tell us who you are. What does that mean? Less than 3? I don't know what that is. Sorry. I'm looking at your profile here. Introduce yourself. Say hi. Let us know what you. Let's see. What else is he from here?
Yo, welcome, man. Yeah, Range was just showing me some of those NFTs. We were just going over this project that Range was getting into. That he's me and Range are still buying NFTs. Okay, I know that I know NFTs kind of have the negative connotation to them at this point, but obviously we also getting into NFTs here. So the art looks pretty cool on him. I was checking him out earlier, but yeah, man, welcome. We always like having guests from other projects here. We've been doing this for quite a while. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start the marbles. Let's see here.
Do it.
And after this, I'm really excited to talk to you guys about the open claw bot because, as JC said, I haven't gotten him to do the loops yet. He's not doing loop trading yet, just because, obviously, that's a really quick way to just run through the bag when you're having to make trades every like fraction of a second. So, my goal with it is I'm basically going to try to do some manual trades and keep going. Our ROI is like around 50% right now, or so I'll show you guys that here in a second. But it's been a lot getting it all running, and I've been kind of talking to Giro, who's working on a similar bot that he's building, and I know Range, Range had some suggestions. Most of the
sick.
name and stuff, like, yeah, these are sick, dude. I like these. I love the art on them.
Sweet.
All right, guys. So if you're in the Twitch chat, just exclamation point play.
And if for some reason your Twitch name is different than your Discord name, that's fine. Just let us, if you win, just let us know in the Twitch chat what your Discord name is, so we can make sure you get your prize here. Oh, JB says he'll throw one over to run for game night if you want. Heck yeah. What do you guys think?
Absolutely, man.
Should this marbles run be for a JB?
Yeah, man, if you want to come up and talk a little bit about the project, I mean, that's totally cool too. It's kind of what we like to do here at these events. So we'll drop the link for marbles again, guys. And if you want to plan out a day where we can, you can actually come up and have a proper day. If you're busy right now, we can definitely have you out there for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're JB, if you're available and just want to pop up on stage, just raise your hand. If not, totally cool. Understand. We'll get with you offline and arrange sometime. We love to have people with projects come up and just talk about their project.
So if you guys want to get into a new project, get into the Twitch and get into the marbles. Really easy. If you don't have an account, you can make one very, very quickly.
Who is Bored Ape 67?
Totally understand that.
That dude, totally get it, man. No worries, JB.
We do this every week.
Yep, we'll get with you. We'll get with you offline. Hey, Coca Piler's in here. Let's go.
Yeah, we may be having him for a special guest as well, content in the near future.
I'm looking to see if he's like.
And that's the other thing.
I see him in the
we
Discord.
were talking about
I'm looking
to
see if he's in the Twitch.
Like we worked with a lot of projects. We've seen a lot of projects fail or rebrand and do different things. And we've witnessed all of this too because we were in a lot of projects. I mean, we've been in like 3 or 4, even probably 5 projects at this point that have just failed. And we made money in a lot of them, and we lost money in other ones. And it's just this is a new landscape for developers, so it's really interesting to see what projects kind of made it through that era of what's been going on with all of the updates and what projects I ended up giving up, and now Axie Infinity's back. Like what? So, um, it'll be interesting to see kind of how things play out with some of these other projects that are still building. Um, but a lot of these projects, I see them as too big to fail. They've already done so much, and especially like with code and everything, they've ran into so many development problems and issues, and lawsuits, and all kinds of shit. And they're still building, and they're about to launch on PlayStation soon. So it's just like it's going to be awesome to see kind of where everything goes over the next year with a lot of these launches of all these different games. But last call, guys, to get into the marbles. Let's go.
If you're just joining us or you just hadn't clicked it yet, here's the Twitch link. You just click the link, do any type of login that you need. We give you a couple of seconds here. And then once you're logged in, you'll see Reptar's page there. And on the right side, you'll see Stream Chat. You just type in !play, and that will put you a little marble on the map. The race is entirely RNG, random number generated. So there's no skill base involved, and whoever wins, wins. Oh, let me click on that.
Yeah.
So if you're watching on the live stream, you can see a bigger screen. There you go.
I am starting the countdown now, guys. Let's go.
It's the final countdown.
Oh yeah, guys. I know I say this like every single week, and I promise we're gonna. But like, we need to get some kind of soundboard going. I know Discord doesn't have a native soundboard, but there's got to be something we can do. I mean, it's the future. Okay, we have Chompy now. Like, what can we not do?
I think there's a way to soundboard via OBS, but I haven't figured it out.
Well, and I have like an external, like I have like a Focusrite Scarlet 2, yeah, soundbox. So like I should be able to like just rig whatever into it, and so I'm gonna, Lionheart, let's go. Some Final Fantasy 8 act.
Anybody else remember that movie from the 90s?
We have Batman in the audience. Look at that.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Go Batman. And Pumpkin,
Yep.
the leader of the Web3 Poker Club in third.
No.
Oh shit, there's stuff underneath the water.
He's getting slapped around.
Got Lionheart, PK, Kanye. Uh-oh.
Yee.
Dude, did Pumpkin?
PK just like took like a black
you gotta
hole
go. You gotta go through the hoop.
Oh, sorry, PK.
Oh no. Oh, this is a cool one though. Oh, Pumpkin wins it.
Let's go. Pumpkin deserves
right
a
at
win.
the last second. Yeah, Pumpkin, you deserve it. This guy's been grinding all day trying to help with the Web3 Poker Club stuff. So
Yeah, and you can
absolutely.
see right next to Pumpkin's name is that little fishy which says Survivor. That is our holder mark. Holders get double prizes.
Woo!
Yes,
Let's
JB.
go.
PK is the poker god in our Discord, and also just the great dude.
Absolutely. No, it's the amount of people we've been able to meet through the industry has just been incredible, and I mean, could not think of anyone more deserving.
Yep, love it when our
Besides any of our other
OGs
mods,
win.
of course.
Yeah, JB, there's people that have been here for, well, we've been here since February of 2022. We officially formed this Discord. But a lot of us have known each other a lot longer than that, thanks to probably the primary meeting source for a lot of us here was the old Pluto Alliance Discord back in 2020 and 2021. And then we got kicked out because we asked questions. So we came here. Yep. Range has been here for 4 years.
Just under 3 years for Range.
Yeah. I think he got booted.
He was late April of. Wow, he got booted. I wonder what he got booted for.
There's no telling. He was just a baby then.
What do you mean then?
We've watched Range turn 18 and 21. I'm just kidding, Range. We did celebrate Range's 21st birthday here. Whew.
Get another race rolling there, Reptar?
Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll do a couple of races, and then we got to get into this Chompy bot stuff because you guys who are here, or if you're new and you're watching, you're like, who are these random Alpha Origins people? Our whole purpose is to figure out how we're all going to make it. And so Reptar's been doing some research over the last couple of weeks, trying to figure out this whole Claude AI trading bot stuff. And you know what? If you can set up a little trading bot that makes you 4, 10, 50, $100 a week, we all gonna make it.
And you know, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share the. Why is it being done? Okay, there we go. I am gonna go ahead and share a little bit. I can't share the terminal with you guys because it has things like our IP address for our virtual private machine and some things I can't necessarily show you guys right now. But long story short, we saw this article on Twitter as you know, we have a new show in the morning, and this was one of the biggest news stories that we saw. Why is it being stupid? There we go. So, how to make $1,000 a day with OpenClaw, and we're like, all right, so this is interesting. Obviously, huge claim. So we were kind of reading through this, and we're like, okay, here's some receipts. People are posting like screenshots, and just so you guys are aware, Polymarket tracks this kind of stuff, so they know. They have leaderboards. They know that these bots are performing like pretty well if they're configured properly. So a lot of these are anonymous traders, but they're pulling these kind of profits. Obviously, anonymous wants to pay taxes on 142K in profits in a week. That's definitely short-term capital gains. But they're doing all this trading on Polymarket, and it's like, okay, so how are they doing this? Because I obviously want to do this, and here are some of the reasons why, why traders and bots are just not built the same. Like, it's not predicting anything. It's not making its own decisions. It's just following the structure that you're giving it. It's executing things instantly. It's following your rules that you give it, which is the important thing. And it's just repeating over and over again. So this is something you can have running while it's sleeping. This is a really interesting article. I will leave the link to this. So if you guys are interested in building your own, this is a really good place to start. This is not a one-stop guide. If you guys just take this article and you try to build it yourself, you are going to run into a lot of problems. You're going to run into a lot of issues trying to get it built. This is a lot of trial and error stuff. And obviously, as a community, we want to help people, get these kind of, built out if they're interested in something like that. But, we're thinking of maybe doing classes and stuff through the Patreon where we're, show you guys how to build some of this stuff because it is pretty intense. But basically all you're doing is you're setting up a private server because you don't want this on your main computer for obvious reasons, hacks. And you're just putting a claw bot, and then you're connecting it to something like Telegram or Discord. And then you're giving it a brain. You're picking what AI platform you want to use. I use ChatGPT 5 or 4, excuse me, and 5. You can use both. And then you got to get a Simmer account. What is Simmer? So I'll show you guys really quick. I don't know if this is sharing now. Yeah. So Simmer is a platform that allows your bots to basically trade on a market. So they connect to either Polymarket or Call Sheet, and they execute real trades. So these are our live trades right now that we have going. It's only executed 4 trades because, again, we're just testing it right now. But as you can see, it's got a 100% win rate on the one trade that we did make, and the other two are going to fill tonight. But yeah,
Look at
guys,
that.
I mean, with
We made
one trade,
$5.
yeah, but the ROI is what matters to me. I mean, in its first trade, it got us a 50% ROI. So to me, that is very promising, and it's something that I'm really excited to kind of dive more into, because if you go into skills, you can see that there's actually a ton of different pre-built skills that the Polymarket Fast Loop, where it trades the Bitcoin 15-minute, the Polymarket Weather Trader, where it's literally indexing the weather service and predicting weather markets. It does copyright trading, which is really profitable as well. AI divergence. There's a ton of skills, and some of these are skills that people have built on their own. These are all the official skills, so these are all good. Call sheet does require KYC, so if you use the weather trader skill on call sheet, you do need to KYC. But all the poly market stuff you could
So
do
nobody
anonymously.
in New York is what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. And obviously, there's weather. There's all kinds of other stuff that you can do. But yeah, I'm sticking to probably copyright, weather, and the fast loop. So these first four are good to start with. But long story short, you set up your agent. You send this command to your AI agent bot once you get it all set up, and then it connects to your agent, and then you are able to start making real trades on these betting platforms. So this is like really really huge, guys. And what's cool is I don't want. Should I share this really quick? Yeah. So eventually, what I do want to do, I'm not going to share Chompy with you guys because I haven't kind of opened up, and you guys might see the code and stuff. Um, but yeah, basically, he not only is coding all of this stuff for me, um, at this point, because yes, you have to get them set up, but once they're set up, let's see if I can.
Ooh, guys, check that out in the Discord chat there. Everybody say thanks to JB. He sent this over. We will give this away tonight for the final game night prize. Check that out. Boom. We're going to give that away. So everybody say a special thanks to JB. Yeah, Range is awesome. Range has been our bud for years. Range is a good dude.
Yeah, I have no idea what just happened. Weird. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, JB, for popping in and Range for you guys for giving that away.
Yep, that'll be our last prize for the night. It will require an ETH address for me to send it to you. But look at that. Look at that guy. He looks awesome.
Nice. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I disconnected when I was switching through the screens, but the last thing I did want to show real quick is something that's really interesting it can do. So obviously this bot is really interesting, but it does more than just trading. So I had it code this repository, essentially is what it is. And it's a way for it to store all the things that we talk about, and it's a way for me to leave reference material for it. Basically, like, okay, here's some information about how to be a better trader. Here's some insights on how to make yourself a better AI and how to learn better. Here's information about the business, all of our social media links, and the other useful resources. So basically, this is just it coded all of this out. It's in the process of building this this database essentially that it is going to start indexing to make itself a better trader, to learn more about Alpha Origins, and really kind of just get up to speed on who we are as a business, A, and B, just become the best trader that it possibly can. Because eventually it's going to get to the point where we're going to be running this thing 24/7 once I get all of the bugs out of it, and we're gonna have it running small, very small trades, probably like but 50-cent trades every like second or something like that, and just really see what it can do. So we'll keep you guys posted more on what's going on with Chompy. Eventually, I want to invite him to the Discord. That obviously makes me nervous because then anybody can just have him change his code or do all kinds of crazy shit. So I'm gonna get it into a point where only the mods are able, or really only me is able to kind of do that kind of stuff, but allow you guys to be able to kind of talk to him and do different things with him. So Chompy will be joining us in the Discord eventually, but I'm going to make sure all the bugs are worked out and make sure that nobody can do anything malicious with his code. So.
All right, if you're watching the live stream, we're going to bid you good night. We're going to keep going in the Discord, play a couple more games. We're going to give away that sweet NFT from JB, and we urge you to do all the YouTube or X algo stuff. But most importantly, we urge you to get in our Discord channel because that's where all the magic